The Ram Janmabhoomi is a matter of faith. Some say that this is purely a property case and that's how it should be looked at. An issue concerning the faith of billions of people with opinions of numerous shades is neither binary nor simple. But we can safely say that the Ayodhya dispute is certainly a political issue. From the day the Babri Masjid's locks were unchained to now, it is evident how the case has changed party politics in India. And as we await another dance of democracy, a general election due in just a few weeks' time, Ayodhya has come back to the fore. Here's a look at why the Ayodhya dispute matters in Indian politics. So after several legal challenges, judgments and appeals, it is back to talks. Now, Ayodhya, is a very, very sensitive case. It's a matter of faith and politics. So who is doing the talking is also very important. Let's tell you about the mediation panel. The Apex Court has appointed 3 members. Former Supreme Court Judge Justice F.M. Khalifullah, he will head the team. The other 2 are spiritual guru Sri Ravi Shankar and advocate Sri Ram Panchu. They've been given 8 weeks to mediate and they have to file a status report in 4 weeks. That's just before the general election takes place in India. And that's not all. The court has banned the media from reporting the mediation proceedings. The venue of this mediation will be the town of Faizabad in Uttar Pradesh. It's barely a few kilometers from the disputed site in Ayodhya. The proceedings will be held in camera. The court says that the focus is to arrive at a permanent solution to this long-standing dispute.
देखिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्लियर तौर से ये मैटर मीडिएशन को भेजा है। जस्टिस कलीफुल्ला जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के रिटायर्ड जज हैं वो मीडिएशन के चेयरमैन रहेंगे। श्री रविशंकर जो एक सामाजिक कार्यकर्ता हैं वो इस मैटर में मीडिएशन रहेंगे और जस्टिस पंचू इस मैटर में मीडिएशन रहेंगे। ये मामला फैजाबाद में होगा। 8 हफ्ते के अंदर मीडिएटर को अपनी रिपोर्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने सबमिट करनी है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्लियर तौर से मीडिया को मना किया है, मीडिया इलेक्ट्रॉनिक और प्रिंट दोनों को इस मैटर की रिपोर्टिंग करने से।
स्ट्रिक्ट कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी विल बी मेंटेन इन द मीडिएशन सो एंड वी हैव ऑलरेडी सेड that we will cooperate with the mediation. Therefore, mediation panel has been constituted and now whatever we have to say, we will say before the mediation panel, not outside.
This dispute involves 2.77 acres of land in Ayodhya where a 16th century mosque built by Mughal Emperor Babur stood. It is believed that the mosque was built on the ruins of an ancient temple marking the birthplace of Lord Ram. Now, even before the mediation has begun, there are calls against one of the members in the panel, Sri Ravi Shankar. He is known to have played a vital role in a few peace negotiations in the past. He's been quite vocal about the Ayodhya dispute, and those very comments are now inviting criticism. His neutrality is being questioned.
अपने इस क्लेम को अयोध्या पर नहीं छोड़ेंगे तो हिंदुस्तान सीरिया बन जाएगा। ये इनका स्टेटमेंट है और उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि मुसलमान एज अ गुडविल गेस्चर इसको छोड़ दें। तो जब इनका कनेक्शन सब्जेक्ट मैटर से है, इन्होंने अपना पूरा पोजीशन साफ कर दिया है कि वो किस पार्टी के ताईद में है। देखिए, ना सिर्फ सब्जेक्ट मैटर से इनका ताल्लुक है बल्कि इनका पार्टी से भी ताल्लुक है। तो ये रिग्रेटेबल है कि एक ऐसे शख्स को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मीडिएटर अपॉइंट किया है जो न्यूट्रल मीडिएटर नहीं है।
There seems to be no such criticism on the other 2 panelists, thankfully. Advocate Sri Ram Panchu is no stranger to mediation. In fact, he heads a company which is called the Mediation Chambers that offers services in the same. He is often credited for enhancing the role of mediation in the Indian legal system. And retired Justice Fakir Mohammad Ibrahim Khalifullah, who chairs the panel, is a veteran. He specializes in labor law. He had given many crucial judgments during his tenure, even if some of them were dissenting judgments against the majority view. Justice Khalifullah has expressed hope to resolve the dispute amicably.
The Supreme Court has appointed a mediation committee headed by me. I am yet to receive the order copy. Therefore, for the present, I can only say that if the committee has been constituted, we will take every effort to resolve the dispute.
Amicable resolution, that's what the country wants. If mediation helps, why not? But this is hardly the first time that the court has attempted mediation in the Ayodhya matter. A 3-judge bench of the Allahabad High Court had tried mediation in 2010. They failed. 2 years ago, the then Chief Justice of India, Justice K.S. Keher, had suggested mediation, but there was no follow-up. In fact, even before the Babri demolition took place, there were attempts to resolve the dispute, and all of them failed. So what's to say that this effort will succeed? Has the Supreme Court just attempted to try mediation one last time, or has it done so to put the matter on the back burner again? We don't know. The Ram Janmabhoomi issue is an issue of faith. There are others who say that the Ayodhya case is a simple property dispute and that's how it should be seen. An issue concerning the faith of billions of people with opinions of numerous shades is neither binary nor simple. But I can safely say that the Ayodhya dispute is certainly a political issue. From the day the Babri Masjid locks were opened to now, it is evident how the case has changed party politics in India. As we await another dance of democracy, a general election due in just a few weeks' time, Ayodhya has come back to the fore, and as expected, it is making political differences. Take a look at why the Ayodhya dispute matters in Indian politics.
The year was 1986. The then Indian Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi had just overruled the Supreme Court order on the Shah Banu case. One reason was to keep hold of the traditional Muslim vote bank. Months later, he did the so-called Balancing Act. Rajiv Gandhi unlocked the doors of the Babri Masjid and created a new chapter in Indian politics. One which saw blood, violence, a mosque being demolished, and many long legal battles, some of which are running till this day. And one which also polarized Indian politics forever. The matter now heads to another attempt at mediation. Following Rajiv Gandhi's political decision to open the gates, the BJP saw a meteoric rise. 86 seats in 1989, 120 seats in 1991, 161 seats in 1996 with the status of being the single largest party. In fact, Atal Bihari Vajpayee formed the government in 1996 and then in 98 and 99. But it's not only the BJP whose political fortunes changed thanks to the Ayodhya dispute. The Ayodhya case, or the raking up of the Ayodhya case, was the go-to political card for the Congress too. To play up its secular credentials, to accuse its political opponent, the BJP, of being anti-secular. And here we are in 2019. The Supreme Court's order to attempt mediation has potentially ruled out Ayodhya as an election issue. Or has it? 8 weeks of mediation will potentially run through India's general election. While the mediation may not be legally binding, the attempts will surely help one action. The political parties of India, that is.
I would say this mediation committee should persuade the Muslim parties, please go and build a masjid somewhere else. That's the only solution, and that will also be the solution if we fight the court case. There is no binding on this. My fundamental rights are involved. Even Supreme Court's grandfather can't do anything about it.
In matters of faith, mediation based upon the widest possible consensus amongst leaders of different faiths is the best solution under the prevailing circumstances. In case the mediation were to fail, then obviously the last resort would be the Supreme Court. But we have seen in recent verdicts, particularly relating to Sabrimala and others, that in matters of faith it is very difficult to rationalize a judgment for its logical cogency and legitimacy.
Over the next 8 weeks, there will be high decibel politics. Politics of the kind that polarizes, even destabilizes democracy. Will it make an impact? The BJP had consolidated its vote bank in many states on the bank of the Advani Rath Yatra and has gained electorally in every election since. The Congress has lost its vote base in key North Indian states since 1986. But it has also ruled the country with coalitions for 15 years after 1991. It's anybody's guess who will win this bout. Bureau Report, Wion, World is One.